This is the beginning of some smothered pork chops, y'all. First step is just to season your pork chops. And I season mine overnight so they can marinate and get a good seasoning on them. So you just season them real good, and then you flour them, and then you just fry them. That's the first step in doing smothered pork chops. So as soon as these are all done frying, I'll show y'all the next steps. Hey y'all, I am back with the smothered pork chops. So now that I have finished frying all the pork chops, here go the last one I had fried. And here go all the rest of them. I've already deboned them and everything. So now what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna drain the grease. I don't know if y'all caught my video on my smothered liver, but you drain the grease, but you see those crumbs kind of like in there? You wanna kind of leave that in there. You want to drain the grease, but you want to leave those crumbs in there. See right down the very edge? I don't want to make it fall out. But you want to leave that in there. That comes from your flour and stuff. So I've already, let me turn my thing back on low. I've already cut my onions and bell peppers, so I'm going to put them in there. You know, you just put as much as you want up in there. This is like a half of an onion and a half of a bell pepper. Because I love onions and bell peppers. And then I also add jalapenos. Okay? Because we like heat around here. So I'm going to add a little jalapeno, not that much. Okay? Then I'm going to take a fork and I'm going to sort of like let the onions and bell peppers and jalapeno saute. I got my burner on low. So I'm just letting everything saute up in that leftover flour. Okay. Just letting it saute. You don't have to let it saute for long. Just let it get up in there real good, okay? Looking like that. Alright. So, turn my thing up a little bit more. Just let it saute and cook around up in there. Y'all, it smells so good up in here, Lord. Woo. Okay. And then I'm going to take my pork chops that I've already cut off the bone, most of them. And then just sit around up in here. Just sit up in my pot. And you don't even have to take them off the bone if you don't want to. You can leave them on the bone and just sit them in here. But my family, y'all, see? They love to eat the meat off the bone. That's where all the seasoning at. See? I just took them off the bone. And this one right here, I just got done frying it, so it's real hot. So I'm just going to sit it up in there with the bone on here. I mean, with it still on the bone because it's hot. And y'all know me, I'm always touching hot stuff. Okay, so I got those all up in there. Just like that. Okay, so now what you want to do is you want to add a cup of cold water. Well, it might be more than a cup. You want to cover your meat. Cause see, this gonna be your gravy now. I don't know if I told y'all, but I'm making smothered pork chops. So I got it all up in there. I'm gonna get a little bit more water, y'all. Cause you always want enough water where to cover your meat. Just cover your meat now, okay? Just like this. Well, it's gonna run, but it's covering my meat. And then I'm gonna season it again. Cause you know, by you adding water, you taking your seasoning away. So you wanna try to add more seasoning after you added the water. Okay? And that's it, y'all. And you could mix it around or do whatever you want to do. But I'm going to leave it like this for now, okay? And then you just cover it. And while it's smothering, I got it on my stove. It's like on in between low and medium. And I'm just going to get my top and cover it. And I'm just going to check it every once in a while. Because the purpose of smothering it, you want it to get... I'm sorry, y'all. The purpose of smothering it, you want it to get, you know, real tender. And you know, you put some, and it makes some wonderful gravy. The gravy is coming from the flour when you fried it. So it's gonna, you know, I come back like every 5 minutes or so, 5 to 7 minutes, and I flip it and stuff, because you don't want it to stick. Because when it starts sticking, that means you might need to add a couple, you know, a little bit more water. You want to always make sure it's loose while it's smothering. And that's basically it. When it gets tender, that's when you know it's done. It's done right now, but you want to try to make the gravy. So you want it to, you know, smother. But I'll let y'all know, and I'll let y'all know the exact time of how long I cooked it too. And over here on the side, y'all, I'm just cooking my homemade mac and cheese. I did this before in another video, if y'all want to see how I do that. But I just basically cooked some elbow noodles, and look, they done right now. Cook those, and then I add, while I cook them, I add the salt and butter, and then I'll add where's my let me get it, y'all. I'll add my chicken bouillon. This is what I use. I love this stuff in my mac and cheese. And then I'll add like a fourth of this. Just some, this is the melting dip, Velveeta, whatever you want to use. And my trusty queso. And that's my homemade mac and cheese. It's that simple. It turned out so good, y'all. But that's what they're going to have tonight. They're going to have the smothered pork chops with the mac and cheese. And then if they want something else, which I doubt, which I doubt, because this is basically what they always eat. Unless I put like some broccoli or something in it, with it. But I will let y'all see it when it's done. And I will let y'all know exactly how long this I smothered the pork chops. Okay? And to be honest, you smother chicken just like this. It's the same way. You fry the chicken and then you do the same thing. You know? Something real simple. And it might sound and look difficult, but it's really not. It's really not. And it is so tasty, y'all. All right, y'all. Y'all have a wonderful day. And I will be back to show y'all what it looks like when I'm done. Okay? All right. Y'all, I'm going to go ahead and record this just in case y'all didn't see my other videos. But I just added some chicken bouillon to the noodles. And now I'm about to add some of this block cheese. Y'all, I'm telling y'all, this stuff is so good. It don't even make no sense. It's just a simple way to make it. And how my daughter make it too, it's good too. She bake it and put flour and all kind of stuff in it, and it be so good too, y'all, I'm telling you. But this is a real simple way to make it. I just cut up some cheese and put in here. And I don't add no milk or nothing. When I drain the water, I leave just a little bit of the water in there. And depending on how much cheese you want, that's how much cheese you put up in here. My husband, he loves cheese. He could eat the whole block of cheese in a mac and cheese, but we don't like that. So we have to compromise. When I fix his food, I probably add a little cheese on every once in a while. And then I add my queso. I'm so used to doing this, y'all, but this is like 4 tablespoons. When you use the measuring spoons, but y'all know I be having a big spoon. And I use, if I'm using that big spoon that I use, it'll be like 2 of those. But when you're using a regular measuring, I'm dropping more macaroni than stirring it. When you're using a regular measuring spoon, it's like 4 of them. And that's it, y'all. So I'm gonna let it sit and let that cheese melt, and then I come back and try it. And if I need to add a little bit more chicken bouillon, I add a little bit more. That's it. And that's how it turns out. That's all I gotta do now is wait for the cheese to melt. And it's not too thick and all that, you know. It looks like you added milk, but it wasn't no need. And that's it, y'all. So now when the smothered chicken is steady dropping noodles, when smothered chicken, not smothered chicken, when the smothered pork chops are done, I'll show y'all what somebody's plate look like, because I'm not ready to eat. All right, y'all. Y'all have a wonderful day, and I hope y'all try it. All right. Hey, y'all. I am back. Yeah, I'm sorry. I had to go turn the Bold and Beautiful down. So I'm coming on here today to show y'all how I cook roasting potatoes. And this is going to be my first time roasting some vegetables. So usually when I cook roasting potatoes, I will put my, wash my roast and put it in the pan with my potatoes. I already got potatoes and water in here, y'all. That's seasoned. But this time, I marinated my roast overnight. In whatever seasonings you want to, season your meat with. I just season mine with salt and pepper and garlic, and what else did I put in here? Oh, teriyaki sauce and soy sauce. That's what I season it with this time. I usually change it up, just do different stuff, but this is what I use this time. And on the potatoes in here, I just cut up some plain russet potatoes, and I season them with some salt and pepper. And I added like 2 cups of water in this pan. So now I'm just going to take this meat out. I've been marinating since yesterday. And I'm just going to put it in here. In the middle of the potatoes. This is a hot mess, y'all, but I'm going to get it together. So I got that in there with the potatoes. And then I'm going to pour the rest of my marinade over it in there as well. And then what I'll do is I will cover this with foil, the potatoes and the roast, and let it cook for like 4 hours. You want to cook it so it'll get tender to how you like it. We like ours real tender. So I'll do that once I'm done with this other stuff. So now on to these roasted potatoes, y'all. This is going to be my first time roasted potatoes. Roasted red potatoes. Look, I can't even talk today, y'all. Roasted red potatoes and asparagus. I got some asparagus that I cut up. So I've never done this, so I'm just going to season this up some kind of way. I sprayed my pan with a little cooking oil. And I'll tell y'all how this turned out, y'all, because I don't know. I don't even know myself how it's going to turn out. Right now, I'm just seasoning it. Whatever. Seasoning. Okay. I don't think I'm going to put no garlic stuff on it. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to add some butter. Y'all know now, I don't know if I'm doing this correctly, but I will let y'all know how it turned out, y'all. When I got my stove heating too. Okay. So I got some butter. And now I'm going to, mix it all up so the seasoning can go everywhere. Potatoes and my asparagus. I hope this turned out. I'm always trying something different, y'all. Always. So, okay. Got this all mixed up good, I think. So now I'm just going to put this in here like this to see how it does. I don't think I need to put foil on it. I don't think. Y'all, I had some eggplant. My eggplant went bad. I sure hate it. And if y'all are watching this, and then y'all don't mind, would y'all please tell me, because I love fried eggplant, but it be so greasy once you take it out of the, from frying. So if y'all know a way where it won't be so greasy, or a different kind of way that I should try it instead of frying it, please let me know, because I absolutely love eggplant. That's my oven ready. So now, like I say, I'm going to put this in just like this, and I'm going to put the roasting potatoes in, but I'm going to add foil on top of it. And I'm going to cook this for 4 hours. I have no idea how to roast this, so I'm going to be checking this. And I'll tell y'all how it turns out. Okay, y'all? But I'm just trying something different with this. But I do this all the time. So I will let y'all know how it turned out, okay? All right, y'all. So this is how those turned out. The asparagus and the red potatoes. Y'all, they look so good. I will let y'all know how it was. And they cooked for 2 hours. Y'all, I had to come back on here and show y'all this and tell y'all how it is. It is so good. So I cooked this for 2 hours, and the potatoes are hard but not hard. I mean, it's like, I don't know, it's just good. I don't even know how to explain it. But that skin is kind of, I don't want to say tough because it's really good. It's not tough like you have to really try to get it to come off. It's just good. It just really is. The seasoned good. The asparagus is good. It is all so good. The only thing I did was like, okay, so it cooked for 2 hours. So an hour and a half, I just seasoned it some more because I tried it and it needed a little bit more seasoning. And I added a little cooking spray. And that was it. 2 hours. This is good, y'all. And this is the roasting potatoes finished, y'all. I just added some gravy on top. I already tried it. It's very good. And look at how good that was. Me and my youngest daughter been going in on it. Roasting potatoes and roasted vegetables.